69.
What? No, man. Come on.
Of
That did
course.
not work out like
Oh,
that.
it worked out just like that. So
Come on, man.
69 works out for Shane quite often, I hate to tell you.
booyah! So,
Damn.
Let me see that.
nice
you
little
got there?
article. You see it. We got Shane Watkins from.
He's got me.
And the main picture. I did not send him this. I don't know what. All I sent him
That's
was.
awesome.
They got the pictures from Shannon
That is
from Gas Chamber
tremendous.
Inc. They got the pictures from Gas Chamber Inc. The photo shoot. The
Oh, this
photo
is you
shoot
now? I
of
didn't know
on
you
my.
got that, man.
What the fuck you been?
He's had that for. He's had that for.
I don't watch wrestling, man.
Yeah. And the real story behind my Helms tattoo is in there, and it's a great deal. But I did not pick that picture. I don't know where they got that from.
That's
It's
fine.
of me whooping Matt's ass, which that happened quite a bit.
What else?
Would the reason be your last name is Helms?
Yeah, see, but that's my family name. Like Michael Hayes, like the second I got that tattoo, Michael Hayes being the natural dick that he is, hey boy, why you get your own name tattooed on your back? And I go, my name's Gregory Shane. Helms is my family name. Dick.
There you go.
Just like that. And the reason behind it all is in there.
Nice.
And
They're saying on here in the chat room. Next shot, man. Next shot.
next shot, we ready for another one?
Yeah. Don't encourage this mother Fletcher.
Did you see
All
that?
right?
Did you see that one last week?
Look, it's the Red Hurricane,
No, it's
brother.
very
Because I put that mask out, a friend of mine named Lynn went and bought this, opened up the package, and painted it red.
Red and then repackaged.
Don't it look like it's right off the fucking
Totally.
line?
And this fool like had a baby.
Bam! Yeah, I saw it. I was like, fuck. I said, they selling that? Because I thought they'd been looking at my damn Twitter and went and made one.
Yeah,
We're
no, that's
about to go whoop
very.
somebody's ass.
Who's that, Lynn?
Yeah, Lynn.
Awesome job, Lynn.
Awesome job, Lynn.
Very, very good stuff.
And please notice the Who Better Than Canyon t-shirt in the back.
Son. Holla.
Who Better Than Canyon? A couple people did pick up on that. So they're asking us to take another shot, man. I'm sorry, man. This is what we do on the show. We get hugged up.
Man, if you had some beer, I'd drink, a little beer with you or something.
I got some beer nuts.
Do you?
How about that? Shit.
Shit, man.
Shit.
The waitress ain't got no beer down there?
No, man. I don't drink beer.
Damn it.
Beer will kill you.
Yeah,
You
beer's
know.
fucking bad for you.
Yeah.
Hops.
You know what I mean?
How about that waitress?
That waitress is pretty hot, man.
That's how I roll, kid.
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Cheers. Can you have her come up in a little less next time? Just not.
Do you need another Coke?
No, I'm good, though. I'm about to get high off of this one, man. No, man. You know, man. You know, man.
So,
Well, let me get... Okay, I got a couple questions, man.
you got a couple questions?
Got a couple questions.
Spit them out.
No, I'll mind you. I asked Matt, is anything's off limits? He said no.
Okay.
It's off
So
limits.
here we go.
Go crazy.
How many times have you blew? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. Let's see. How many divas have you dated?
Bam! Now hold up. Date is a subjective term.
Well, I
Date
don't want to
means-
say.
Date means romance, public, candlelight.
How many divas have I dated?
Well,
No.
Let's
Well, we'll start with that though.
Okay.
Dated probably.
Hey,
Five.
don't fuck up your game now. Don't fuck up your game.
What do you mean?
I'm just saying, man.
No, don't let down.
No, I'm not.
Let down.
I'm just
Okay,
protecting my
wait.
boy. Now I'm looking out for
Four,
you.
4 or 5.
4 or 5, all right.
I'd say 4.
Right.
That's legit.
I'm
Take
a-
care of them, be sweet.
I'm gonna leave it right there. I'm gonna leave it right
What
there.
do you really
Hey.
What do you really want to ask?
Diva killers.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Hey, all I'm saying is if you're making if you're making me a jersey or anything, just put the number 21 on the back and we're good.
All right, then.
I mean,
Hey, that's great because I'm number 22, actually. Really. Yeah, that's great, man. 21 and
That
22.
double deuce.
Double deuce in the house. Huh? All right, here's another question for you.
Don't mind me.
Who is the latest person?
Don't mind me. I'm just serious.
Yeah, you're just saying that because it's true. Hey, who is the latest person you've had heat with at WWE? I mean, some serious heat where you want to
Just hate.
hate that motherfucker.
Just
The latest
motherfucking
person I've had heat with. I really don't. I really don't have heat. Honestly.
I got a name I'm gonna throw at you then.
Okay.
That fans have been asking
sure.
me about. CM.
You know what? As far as people thought when CM, when Punk dated Amy, that I had an issue. I didn't have an issue at all.
Okay.
But just after growing to know him a little bit, I'm not really a fan of him or his personality.
Right. I got you.
But it's just to me, it's not worth spending time talking to him.
Got you. Moving on.
And as far as the Amy thing goes, the Amy deal, we dated, and her deal went down, and she made her mistake, and she met her bed. She had to lay in it. There was several times where she tried to come back. When I started dating Ashley, there was one time for almost a month. For every day, I was with either Ashley or Amy. It was crazy, and I almost went crazy during that time point. But there came a point where I told Amy, I said, "Look, we have to stop talking because I'm never gonna move on past you if I don't stop speaking to you, talking to you."
Right.
And once I stopped talking to her, it was 8 or 9 months later. Ever since then, things have been cool. I mean, when we talk, we're friendly. I actually have someone that I'm somewhat seeing now. I'm not serious, but I do have someone that I'm somewhat seeing.
Yeah.
But man, the Amy Punk thing didn't bother me at all. Like, I hope Amy finds someone and she's happy and gets married, kids, whatever it is, as long as she's happy. But as far as Punk goes, I think Punk is very talented. He's very good at being a heel and very good at being his character, and actually too good because I think a lot of that is really him as far as being hypocritical.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's me.
All right.
So the thing I'll say about straight edge people, doctors would tell you that caffeine is just as addictive as heroin. So all these straight edge people that drink Coke and have a Pepsi tattoo on the thing, caffeine is a drug. Mm-hmm. It's made and many doctors would tell you it's just as addictive as heroin.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
So that straight edge, that's some bullshit.
I got an
Always
aunt that carries
bullshit.
Mountain Dew with her. Wherever she goes, she's got to have Mountain Dew in her purse.
Yeah, we
or
still
somewhere,
live in a country where cigarettes are legal, and they're the worst fucking thing ever made. So just because the government tells you something's wrong, that doesn't mean it's true.
Yeah, I agree with you. I have a lot
And
of
look,
issues.
you got to take that
Stuff
with
like
a grain of salt. The government is, if you think our government is 100% honest and angelic,
Come
then
on, man.
you are fucking crazy.
Come on, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of really bad laws, and as long as I live in a country where cigarettes are legal and they kill people that don't even smoke, then don't tell me anything else is wrong on earth, because no other drug kills people that don't do it.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So I don't even. So that straight edge shit, as long as people are nice about it, you do your own thing. I don't really care what you do. Do your own thing. But most of those people that I met are really fucking judgmental, and they always that point that finger type shit. Like, hey, go fuck yourself.
FDA equals pure evil.
Yeah. Yeah, the FDA's. That's one of the most
Funny
corrupt
poster.
Criminal fucking organizations out there, and most people that have done any research into it whatsoever, even the basic amount of research, realize that right away. Mm-hmm. All you got to do is just quit listening to people and actually, do your own research and educate your own self, and you'll find that out.
Yeah.
There's so many things out there that 1 year is the wonder drug. It's going to help you, and then the next year you find out it'll fucking kill you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was I'll shoot you guys this. There was a drug I had to take after my neck surgery called Lyrica, and it was a nerve regeneration because when my spinal cord was damaged, I had very traumatic nerve damage. My right tricep died, started to atrophy, and atrophy is when your body thinks a muscle's dead and it starts to actually eat itself away. Right. Which, if you're actually dead, it's no big deal, but if you're still alive, it's a fucking problem.
It's kind of a problem.
And so I had to take this fucking medicine, and I took it for a long time. And so then one day I'm downstairs and I see this damn commercial for this drug, and it tells me it causes depression, suicide, and death.
Nice.
I was going, huh?
It's a good time to let you know that, isn't it?
Yeah, nobody ever told me that shit.
Damn.
Depression, suicide, and death? As if suicide is opposed to
I think all medications can cause that.
You know what,
holy
Shane,
fuck.
to be honest with you, my life causes that too. That's the
But,
side effects of
Actually,
my life.
being in this room with you causes that.
Yeah, I know that.
But I'm
Suicide,
serious,
yeah.
man. That's something that I was given. I had to take.
She's doing those shades on, man.
Put it on camera.
I had to take that shit, and then I found out years later it'll fucking kill you. And I'm going, well, I fucking appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for telling me that. I still got some. I quit taking it,
Can we get
but
you
I
back
still
on?
got some down there if you would like to indulge.
No, man, I'm trying to.
Because you look like you need some nerve regeneration on that
Yeah, I
eyeball
do,
there.
man. I do. Well, I need some nerve regeneration because he shot my fucking nerves on the way up in the fucking car. Thanks, man.
Oh, these guys, such drama queens.
Yes, we are. What the hell?
Yeah.
Shane, if you don't mind, one thing I was going to throw out there. A lot of people have asked about my intestinal issues. I was going to explain about that a little bit.
No, I don't care about that shit at all. Let's skip that.
Okay, we'll skip that.
No, man, let's go to it.
about
This is what Matt tries to make up excuse for why he's a fat fuck.
Hey, high five. No, just give me a high five. Woo! That's a good deal.
Okay.
that was awesome.
You know nobody asks about the intestinal issues. You know nobody asks about
Yeah, that's why we all like to talk about intestines.
Yeah.
It's fucking chitlins.
Yeah.
Can't have some chitlins on the grill.
That was
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
You got a
No,
lot.
but he did have a legit serious issue, and I know about it because I know him, and
They had a log in one of them about this long.
Yeah.
That's what the problem was.
yeah, he been getting that ass packed, and his shit got all
Yeah.
backed up.
Oh!
Yeah.
I let them do it in the house.
But go ahead.
No, what I was going to say.
I gotta take a shot to me.
All right, go ahead. Keep me going. Whenever I was in 8th grade, I actually had surgery on my left side for a hernia, and I had a weak abdominal piece. There was a part of my abdominal wall that was actually weak, and tore through, and I had a hernia, which was very normal, which I'm sure a ton of you guys have had out there. And the doctor told me, here we go, cheers.
Here's to not getting a hernia.
Here's cheers to intestines.
Tell some fortitude.
And the doctor told me then and there that on my right side, I have a weak area as well, and later on in life, it might bother me. So, lo and
Shit bother
behold,
me too.
I become a professional wrestler. And as I start wrestling, one thing you don't know is that I never wrestled a match without having a hernia, because I had a small tear in my abdominal wall, but it never bothered me because my intestines never poked through it. But like, I still wrestled. It never bothered me until around 2007, or so. And around 2007, there would be points where a little bit of my intestines would poke out, and I could just take 2 fingers and just push it right back in.
And I want to be a witness to this because I did see it.
Oh.
He showed me one day. He pulls down his pants, not down to his knees, just kind of pulls them down, and there's like not a golf ball, but not a tennis ball.
Oh.
In between a golf ball and a tennis ball, there's
No.
this fucking knot sticking out his belly, and I'm going, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh,
and he
that's
just
nasty.
pushes it right back in. And I was going, "Yeah, that's not normal,
We
man."
need to put a girdle
And
on.
that, and that was later when it obviously got worse. But
Yeek.
it was about 2007 when it started, and then during my when I was the U.S. champion, that's when it started bothering me quite often. And I think it that wasn't a plug. That can't count.
You didn't have to throw out that you were the champion. You just kind of
Well, I just let people know the
Oh,
era,
the timetable. I got
timetable.
you.
That's the timetable.
Yeah.
that still counts.
Okay,
Okay,
whatever.
no.
During that timetable is when I noticed it started actually poking out more normally. Where before that it would only be maybe once every 3 or 4 months, but now it was like every week or every couple weeks. If I would strain or if I was tired, I would actually have to push it back in. So I had an intestinal issue, and then I was ECW champion, and I know it was doing good.
ECW
I
champion.
did the deal with Jeff, where I knew Jeff and I were going to WrestleMania. Right there.
WrestleMania. That's
So that had always
Right.
been a dream of myself and Jeff to work at WrestleMania. And when I was wrestling Swagger, I actually told him, I was like, "Hey man, can you chill on my abdominal area because I'm having some issues down there." And I would wear actually 3 pairs of the tight spandex shorts. The what's the gimmick shorts?
compression shorts.
The compression shorts. But what are the gimmicks that
Like
everybody
Under Armour?
wears? Under Armour. I would wear 3 pairs of the Under Armour shorts just to keep my abdominal area tight. So I worked through that, and then when I was working with Jeff, he would do all he could to protect me, but it was just like out constantly, and I'd push it back in. And then I knew at some point I was going to have to get it fixed. And after working with Jeff, I switched to Raw, and originally I was supposed to get a big push, be taken care of, but after I got my hand broken, some of the powers that be obviously decided to put the thumb on me, and I didn't get the big push that I was going to get, and especially with the hand being broken, I never missed a day of work anyway, kept working. There was a point where Kofi Kingston jumped on me, did a crossbody, not Kofi's fault at all, but then my intestinal area that had been poking through and protruding a little bit exploded, and there was probably a 4-inch gash, and just my intestines were hanging, and it was a ball, this big. I mean, some people have seen photos of it, but it was my intestines, like, out of my body this big. And obviously, I went and had surgery for that and had it corrected. And I came back as soon as I could, 3 months. I came back, or they said 4 months. I came back in 3 months because they actually wanted to turn me back babyface and have me realign with Jeff before Jeff left at this time because they decided they'd made a mistake with me turning heel on Jeff, which I told them that from the beginning. But hey, don't listen to anything Matt says. He doesn't know anything. So after having the injury repaired, I just did things as I had normally done them and kept training the way I did, kept eating the way I did, but I couldn't lose the weight that I would always lose before. Like I would do an hour of cardio, I would still eat typically the same things that I would eat in the past, and I just couldn't trim down. I was always bloated. And eventually it was like, probably 3 months before I ended up getting out of my WWE deal, that I went to my doctor and I had him do a couple of tests. I'd actually drank barium, where he studies my intestines. If anyone's ever had intestinal